Hey guys, Pete Klein here. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create a Tablist plugin. So let's get right into this video. We'll begin with creating ourselves a custom module or project, whichever one you prefer. We're gonna call this example tab. Why not? Our version, I'll be doing 1.20.4. You could change it to whatever else you'd like, but I'm gonna just do mine on 1.20.4. Since I'm doing it on this version, some functions in that may be different on newer or older, so please take into account for that. You can check the Spigot's Java doc or use AI to ask you what's the difference between the two versions and like how can you do it in your version, but yeah, I'll just be using 1.20.4 for this. So let's create our project. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded recently, just haven't been bothered to. How is this gonna load up? I might need to import it. I'll be right back as I go and fix this. Alrighty, sorry about that. So now that we got ourselves the project, we can go and begin. So we're gonna, you know what, I'll do it all in one file. If you're gonna put this into production, you should split up your files so then it looks nicer, and if it's open source, then other developers can easily read what you're trying to go and do. But first, we'll create ourselves a function, private void, and we're gonna call this update tablist. And with this, I'm just thinking if we, you know what? Player, and then we can do one private void update tablist without one. Then we're just gonna need to create a primary function. You know what? Sorry, I'm not thinking properly. If we just have this one, and if player is equals to null, we could do that. Else we could do a for loop of basically this. Oh jeez, there we are. It would be bucket.get online players. There we are. And so what we can now do in here is we can do a text component. I'm not sure if I should do the bucket one. Yeah, probably. Then we can do header. And then we can create one for footer. Now what we can do in here is we can do player.set player list header footer. And then, yeah, we can throw these in. Oh, they even just want strings, not even that. Okay, even better. Yeah, that kinda makes yourself like have it a, jeez, I can't speak. This makes it easier. And one thing I forgot that we could go and do is set up a function to change the color of our string. Because if we are doing this in 1.20.4, there is two different ways that we could have the color being changed. And so, yeah, we can go and do that. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so if we do private void translate string. Remember? Oh. Yeah. So translate. We can then just do basic. This shouldn't be void, this should be a string. Return ChatColor.translateAlternateColorCode. And so all this will do is when we call this translate and provide a string, it'll change any color code with that symbol over to, like, yeah. So it'll just add color to it, to our messages. And so now we can do translate, and then another translate. And now we can have basic color codes, like and 3 will be cyan, and 7 is light gray, and 5 is like a purple color if I recall. And 6 is orange. I was thinking on doing one that would have support for and symbols and some hex codes, but I personally forget how I did that, so we'll just use this, and yeah, should be fine, hopefully. If you guys need a like one that does hex codes and that, I'll give you guys one in the description of this video. But yeah. Alright, so all we have to do now is in our onEnable, we now just need something to update our tab list. Oh, there we are, it's a new bucket runnable dot run task timer synchronously. This 0, then period. We can do every 1 second. We're gonna overwrite this run method. And then we can do update tab list null. The reason why we have one like this player one is so then if we need to go and update just one specific person's, we then can. I'm also just gonna set these as strings because if we're using these multiple times, then we can just do it like that. So there we are. We have a translate to change the colors. We have a function to update our tab list. Yeah. Now one thing we could do is we could do bucket task, and then we can do task equals this. Then in our on disable we can do task.cancel. Well, if task does not equal null, then we can cancel. Because all this will do is cancel our task as it's disabling to try preventing any errors. Because I've noticed the odd time, if you're constantly using like plugman to reload your plugins, it could cause it to error. So yeah, just cancel our task, create it whenever it's on enable. Kind of simple. And there is a lot more you could do with all of this, but I don't think I'll get into it this video. Because there's things where we can add and remove players from it using, using NMS. But, yeah. I did also see the show player and hide player, so like you could probably use that. It's just if I recall, the player.hide player and show player just goes and it'll just go and completely make them like invisible to everyone else. Which can have its use cases, but for the most part, not really. So with all of these, let me check my main area. Yeah, API version 1.20. We have all of this. So yeah, we can now build this. Now if you have yours as just a project, you could click build. But yeah, since I'm doing mine through here, like as a module, and then yeah, I gotta go through these steps. Or you could even go through here, lifecycle, sorry, and click package. That'll package things together. I just like using the artifacts because like build artifacts, because I can specify exactly which packages I want in my plugin and which ones I don't. Cause yeah, sometimes I've noticed this gets it wrong, which yeah, isn't too great. Alrighty, so if I open my plugin jar, you can see in with artifacts in that, if I do my normal build, I get it right in here. Well, if I do artifacts, it's just right in there. So it's whatever your preference is. So I can open up that. Oh, Gazer, it's just, yeah, okay. Doing its thing. So we can throw an example tab into here. Launch this up. Load example tab. And will this work? No. Because player is null. Yeah, but is it not? Are I checking? Oh! Oh, I am stupid. I was doing if player equals null. So technically I was supposed to switch these around. So if you do player is not equal null, it's then gonna do it. Oof. Sorry about that. I've like just woken up and I was like, why not do a video? And yeah. There we are. So now we have this amazing message at the top whenever we get other players to join. Yeah. It'll show up on there. I'll probably do like a advanced tab list soon. But at least we have this. You know what? We could make this have color. So if we're doing update tab list, I'm just trying to think, how will we get it to be like rainbow? Huh. You know what? We don't need to do animated. When I'm gonna do a advanced one, I'll get animated down. I was just trying to think, like, what type of system could I implement real quick to show it off, but not needed. But yeah, so this will update every 20 seconds due to our loop. So if you do want to make it animated, you can do more in this update tab list. If you guys don't know where to go from, then I'll provide you guys one. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know it's been a while since I last did one, and this video was just kind of quickly thrown together, as you can clearly tell. But yeah, hopefully I'll upload more. Fully finished school, got my diploma on Thursday, and yeah. Well, hope you guys have a nice day, and see you guys later. Goodbye.